Salam and hello everyone. In today's video we are going to discuss all brand new ways to prepare for Ramadan, specifically creating habits, actions, or plans to think about or implement within a 60-day time frame to the start of Ramadan this year, inshallah. I am sharing these so that you do not feel too overwhelmed or even caught by surprise that you did not consider these ideas ahead of time. So let's jump in. For athletes or those with a dedicated workout schedule, if you work out regularly, think of creating a schedule that will allow you to maintain your fitness goals without exhausting yourselves. Your goal should be to maintain, not gain, and try to limit your loss. Some of the main challenges with working out during Ramadan include navigating a fitness routine when your Ramadan schedule has become priority, balancing energy levels, since some of us will have less energy during the day, balancing nutrition, or even avoiding headaches, which some are prone to experience when fasting. Some fitness experts familiar with fasting during the month of Ramadan recommend exercising at these intervals if and only if it does not cause undue stress. And they include number one, exercising right before iftar. So you would have completed a fasting workout, but you should be cautious because you may have already been weak and lethargic as well as dehydrated. Number two, exercising right before going to bed. So let's say after you have eaten iftar, prayed tarawih and isha, or number three, right before suhoor. So this would be really early in the morning. It all depends on you and what you are able to effectively manage along with your prayers and recitation for the month. For some, working out in the morning simply won't work because it could interfere with tahajjud or qiyam. And number four, working out right after iftar, which may be tricky if you decide to eat an actual meal and not a small snack like a protein shake. Just remember, it is not advised to quit working out altogether. Light exercise, even 10 to 15 minutes a day, is better than nothing at all. For students, for many college and university students, you have begun the spring semester or the third quarter, and if necessary, talk to your professors about how you will be spending the month of Ramadan. Now, I am not advising you skip exams or stop attending classes, not at all. But if there is anything you think they should know, for example, you need to break your fast in the middle of a lecture or in the middle of exam. So this means you will need to drink water or eat dates or fruit and you want to avoid disrupting the class. Therefore, maybe you will need to excuse yourself from the class or the lecture hall. The same goes for students taking night classes to obtain their GED, high school diploma, graduate degree, whatever it is you're pursuing. If you are in need of a special accommodation that goes beyond breaking your fast during Ramadan, then inform your school. Perhaps taking exams while fasting becomes too much for you to bear and you aren't able to concentrate. Then have these conversations with your professors and school administration now to see how they can support you. Perhaps you will need to take your exams earlier in the day or after you have broken your fast. Also talk to your Muslim friends to see how they have been navigating studying while fasting. Build a support system and work together. Inshallah, you have that support system if you need it. If you are a student juggling a large course load, share in the comments how you have or intend to balance fasting this year. The general busy person. Figure out what always overwhelms you during Ramadan. Is it food preparation? Is it studies that's overwhelming you? Is it work? Is it balancing school, work, children, exercise, life? Then write everything that you feel becomes too burdensome during Ramadan and ends up eating into your Ramadan schedule. A big one for us working mothers is food preparation. Who would think that we would spend more time in the kitchen during Ramadan than any other month? This is not the goal of Ramadan, but sometimes we have a lot of external demands. A lot of sisters on YouTube have shared their Ramadan meal prep videos, which is a great idea. They aren't playing anymore with, precious Ramadan time. So I would advise you search for some ideas before the month comes. I have already mentioned fitness in school, but compounded with children and work, it can become too much and you feel like you're losing out on precious time on many fronts during Ramadan. So again, write your goals and what you will do, what you won't do. If it's getting, to and leaving work at a certain time, that means you will need to focus on your project so you don't waste time and limit your time talking mindlessly to coworkers in the break room. Also limiting your time on social media platforms. Whatever we can do to spare ourselves additional stress during the month of Ramadan, let's implement it as well. Now let's talk about charity. Ramadan is full of blessings and rewards that will help us in this life and in the hereafter. So doing good deeds like adhkar, dua, extra prayers, in addition to your fard prayers, fasting, building better habits, and charity being a big one are multiplied. So don't forget to research a charity that you would like to donate to for the month. And you never know, you may like to continue to spending for the sake of Allah on this particular charity. So one of the things you could do is to seek out your local masjid or, a mosque in your area and see if you can help with iftar. Maybe it's spending in cash, or maybe it is helping to volunteer at a particular time, or you may research and investigate different national and international non-governmental organizations or NGOs that provide aid to those who are in distress, or you can look up different programs that serve disenfranchised and those in need, such as women and children living in shelters or rehousing programs. Share in the comments which charities you think we can look into, and may Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala replenish what you spend for his cause. Now let's talk about a daily dua and adhkar list. For many of us, it will be better to be very practical and use lists, especially if we know we tend to procrastinate or are easily distracted or are short on time. A list and a time frame can help set us up for success. Also, this goes without saying, you want to have limited to no watch time on the television or use on the internet if it's outside of the scope of, your work, your business, or listening to a lecture. We have got to take advantage of this time. So carve out your time and try your best to stick with it, inshallah. Inshallah, these Ramadan tips with less than 60 days to go have been very beneficial and helpful for you. Please like and comment, and be sure to subscribe so you don't miss my Ramadan tips at 30 days to go. All brand new tips. I'm also working on a special 30-day countdown to Ramadan short special, which inshallah you will enjoy. Thank you for watching, and see you in the next video. Masalam.